How to recognize if you're an introvert. Introversion is a personality attribute characterized by a preference for inner feelings over external stimuli. Introverts and extroverts are sometimes portrayed as complete opposites, but the truth is that most people fall somewhere in between. Despite the fact that introverts account for 25 to 40% of the population, there are still numerous misconceptions about this personality type. It's also worth noting that introversion isn't the same as shyness or social anxiety. Being an introvert does not imply that you are shy or nervous in social situations. What does it mean to be an introvert? Many personality theories identify introversion as one of the major personality qualities. Introverted people are more inward-looking, focusing on their own ideas, feelings, and moods rather than seeking out external stimulants. It's crucial to understand the function of your body's physiology and understanding why some people are introverted and others are extroverted. Your amount of extroversion and introversion is determined by how your body reacts to the outer world. On a physiological level, the reticular activating system, RAS, a network of neurons in the brainstem, is in charge of controlling arousal levels, such as wakefulness and transitions between sleeping and waking. These arousal levels, according to psychologist Hans Eysenck, might be thought of as a continuum. His arousal theory of extroversion states 15% of people have a minimal set point, which means their arousal levels are naturally low. 15% of people have a high set point, which means they are naturally more agitated. 70% of the population falls somewhere in the middle of the spectrum. Typical symptoms. Do you consider yourself to be an expert on introverts and extroverts? While you might think of an introvert as a shy loner who prefers to stay at home alone rather than socialize, introverts come in a number of shapes and sizes, each with their own set of qualities. The following are a few indicators that you, or someone you know, may be an introvert. Before we begin, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for daily videos just like this one. Now, let's begin. 1. Being in a large crowd exhausts your energy. Do you ever feel drained after socializing with a large group of people? One of the most distinguishing features of this personality type is that introverts must lose energy in social circumstances, whereas extroverts receive energy from such encounters. That isn't to say that all introverts avoid social situations. Many introverts love being in the company of others, with one important caveat: introverts prefer the company of close friends. While an extrovert may attend a party in order to meet new people, an introvert prefers to spend quality time with old friends. 2. You appreciate your time alone. As an introvert, a quiet afternoon to yourself to enjoy your hobbies and interests is your notion of a good time. A few hours alone with a nice book, a relaxing nature stroll, or your favorite television show are all excellent methods to replenish and energize yourself. 3. You are surrounded by a small group of close friends. The idea that introverts don't like others is a frequent misperception. While introverts dislike large groups of people, they do like having a small circle of friends with whom they are extremely close. Introverts prefer deep, long-term relationships characterized by a great deal of closeness and intimacy over having a vast social circle of people they only know on a superficial basis. 4. People may find it difficult to get to know you because you are quiet. Introverts are often misunderstood as shy because they are quiet, restrained, and mellow. People should not confuse an introvert's reserve for shyness, even though some introverts are shy. People with this personality type often prefer to choose their words carefully rather than waste time or energy on unnecessary chit-chat. You're probably an introvert if you're a quiet and reserved person. 5. Excessive stimulation causes you to become distracted and unfocused. When introverts are forced to spend time in high-stress activities or surroundings, they can become disoriented and overwhelmed. Extroverts, on the other hand, thrive in environments with a high level of activity and limited opportunities for boredom. 6. You have a high level of self-awareness. Introverts are inward-looking people who spend a lot of time reflecting on their own internal experiences. You might be more of an introvert if you feel that you have a solid understanding and insight into yourself, your motivations, and your feelings. 7. You prefer to learn by watching others. Introverts like to learn through observation, whereas extroverts want to jump right in and learn through hands-on experience. Introverts learn best by watching, whereas extroverts learn by trial and error. Introverts enjoy watching others accomplish a task until they feel confident in their ability to duplicate the activities on their own. When introverts learn through personal experience, they prefer to do so in a quiet setting where they can hone their talents without having to perform in front of others. Last thoughts. If you identify with some aspects of introversion and some aspects of extroversion, you're probably one of the 70% of people who fall somewhere in the middle. Ambiverts prefer spending time with others as well as spending time alone, depending on the situation and their current needs. Above all, keep in mind that one type is not better than the other. Depending on the situation, any tendency may have advantages and disadvantages. You can learn to play to your strengths by better understanding your personality.